Alright, y'all, these old coons up here on the dog food been getting smart. Wouldn't do my dog proof traps, so I kind of put this live trap up here yesterday. Put the dog food that'll keep the bucket on top of it, made me a little tunnel. That son done drug that towel in there somehow, but dog food bandit number 4. Alright, Jason, Hollis Farms today. That coon there ain't gonna get no more dog food, but anyway, what I'm gonna do today, we're gonna have a little story time, address a few comments that I've had, made me a little list so I kind of wouldn't forget. Had a few comments as I've been showing this coon trapping about that I ought to get some metal garbage cans so the coons can't get in my dog food. Great ideas, nothing wrong with that. None of these comments today I'm complaining about. These, I just wanted to tell y'all why I'm doing what I'm doing. Y'all know, if y'all watch my past videos, how much I like turkey hunting and all. These coons are awful on the turkey eggs and the turkey population. So they're getting in my dog food. It's this time of year, food's scarce and all. I don't want them in my dog food, but at least they're kind of concentrating to one spot. That's why I'm not putting my dog food up. I don't want them in my barn, period, scratching around on a metal garbage can. I want them to sit there and nothing eat it till I want it. So that's not too big a deal to me. I'm glad they're coming in there, and it makes them easier to trap. They're getting a little smarter and having to do things a little different, like with the live trap and all, but that's fine. I mean, like the comment said, get a garbage can. Sure, that'd solve the problem with the dog food, but it wouldn't solve the problem on the turkeys. So I don't mind it. I got to start trapping some around the deer feeders and all. This time of year, they really hit them hard because, like I said, the food's getting scarce. So it kind of concentrates them and makes it a little easier on the trapping. So if you're wondering why I'm doing what I'm doing, that's why I'm doing it, because I want to get rid of them because of the turkeys. All right, had a couple of comments about around the fence where we've been doing so much work with the brown tree cutter. When we first put that thing up, we put this fence up in 1999. Used to be a little easier to keep up. Went on for a while. I guess I've been down here at the farm for about, I guess it's going on 11, 12 years now, full time. When we got into this deer business, we got in it pretty hot and heavy. For about 7 or 8 years, we bottle fed every doe fawn that was born. The reason we did that, the first deer that we got our hands on were pretty wild, and the way we worked the deer through the barn and checking on them every day and everything, the easiest way to do it was to bottle feed them, and we did that, I guess, for about 8 years, probably 70 to 80 a year. What it did, it made every deer that I had, every doe I've got on this place now, I bottle fed, except for a few years. I hadn't bottle fed in about 2 years now, maybe 3. But anyway, up until then, every doe I had was raised on a bottle, so that made them tamer, easier to work through the barn. I got a cramp in my hand. It's late in the evening and I got hot, but holding this camera. But that was the reason, one of the reasons a lot of things around here got away from me, because y'all know a gum tree, it don't take 2 or 3 years and it's gone. And just, you bottle feed them things 3 times a day. Wouldn't be as bad if they was all born on the same day, but that thing stretched out for, I don't know, a month and a half or 2 as far as them being born, and you ended up about 6 months into that deal bottle feeding them. And that big barn we got over there that y'all seen, we took the mats out of the stalls, Clorox the floors, pressure washed the mats 7 days a week, keeping it as clean as possible, trying to keep all the bacteria and everything out. I mean, it was 6 months or 7 days a week fooling with these babies. So as far as the land out here in the big enclosure and all, it kind of got away. And the last 2 or 3 years since I've quit bottle feeding, what happens, all those does are bottle fed and tame, and when they raise their babies, they pretty tame and easy enough to handle after that. So that was the whole deal with that, and that's the biggest reason the fence has got away. And you know, I've had a lot of people say that I should get a skid steer. Yeah, I would love to have one. Them things are super expensive. I'm not sure if it would be faster than the brown tree cutter. Might be a little bit. I already got a tractor to hook it to, and when I pretty much get done with around the fence, I'm gonna have a few little things to do here and there. But I won't really use the brown tree cutter a lot then. So if I had a skid steer, I would probably find some uses for it, but most of the time I just use a tractor. So that's the biggest reason I hadn't got it, because it's so expensive. I could probably buy about 3 tractors, 3 of these smaller tractors, and 2 or 3 brown tree cutters for the price of that one skid steer with the cutter on it. So if I can get through this process, what I'm doing, and still got a tractor left, I feel like I'm gonna be way ahead. That's the reason we made that decision. I kind of took a gamble on the brown tree cutter, but I'd seen them work, and it's doing exactly what I want. You know, a lot of people's always talking about I'm turned around all the time. Yeah, but you know, I'm working on that thing maybe 2-3 hours a day when I'm doing it. It's not too bad. I've sprayed about everything, so it's not going to get any worse. So that's the reason that I had, the biggest reason for not getting the skid steer is the cost, and I just didn't think I'd get the use out of it like I will the tractor. So that's the reason on that. A lot of questions about the brown tree cutter blades. I've showed a video of them a little bit, and I forget half the time when I jump on it. I'm trying to go to work and get that done. But anyway, the blades have held up real good. The only reason you can hardly tell they've had much use to it is when I hit that culvert the other day, it chipped 1 or 2 of them, but still, I'm gonna hit them, and I'll do a video on it maybe for long. I'm thinking about hitting them with a big grinder, slicking them up just a little bit, because I really don't want to flip them yet, because I don't see any need. It's doing really good. So I'm hoping to get 90% of this around the fence done. We're close. I'm gonna say probably, I don't know, maybe 60% done so far. I had to sit down and kind of think about it. Really trying to get down in the bottom done before it starts getting wet again. But anyway, just wanted to address a few of them comments, a little story time about the deer and bottle feeding. I mean, back when we was bottle feeding, that's about what we was doing 7 days a week. And boy, I'm gonna tell you, it got old, and glad I'm getting to do what I'm doing now, because it'd be more, I'm getting to video a lot different stuff. If I'd have been videoing then, all you'd have seen me was putting a bottle in a deer's baby's mouth. So getting to do a lot more tractor work, keep the place up better. Just got to get it back under control. And once I get the outside of the fence done, what I don't plant, I'll just spray or bush hog. So I haven't decided what I'm gonna do. I may let grass grow in some of it and bush hog it, but I figure for a little while I'll probably shoot it with Garlon and get all this hardwood stuff sprayed and dead and out of there. And I'll probably, once I get as far around as I want to go, I'm probably going to spray the edge, the furthest edge away from the fence again. And there's some work I got to do with the brown tree cutter on the inside, not just a whole lot, but there's a few places that's kind of getting away again. I mean, it doesn't take long. For those of y'all that's been around them, y'all know them gum trees, they are just bad to the bone. I mean, I would hate to see what one did if you put fertilizer to it. But anyway, that was just a lot of reasons why I'm trapping the coons. The biggest reason the coons have got to go is because of the turkeys. And the biggest reason for not getting a skid steer was the cost. I know I would love it, because yes, it would be easier. Even if it was a little slower, and it probably wouldn't, it'd be just as fast, but it'd be in front of you, it'd be an air conditioner. But I like the brown tree cutter. I mean, y'all watch the videos and y'all like them, and I know it's been a bunch of them, and it's gonna be quite a few more, because we got to get this project knocked out. I'm on a mission. Hadn't got too much longer before I start planting the fields and getting ready for deer season. So I'm gonna get as much of that done this year. There'll be some more done next year. But anyway, and that's about all. Some really good comments on that. Liked them, and you know, I read all the comments. A lot of times I just give a thank you or a thumbs up. I take the time to read them all and try to comment back a little bit on all of them. I'm not gonna hardly sit down and do a long message comment on them or whatever, but so I thought I'd sit down and do this video real quick and just kind of answer those comments a little bit more in depth. But anyway, if y'all like our stuff, subscribe to us. Hollis Farms, hats, t-shirts, and stickers, hollisfarms.com. Appreciate y'all watching. Out of here.